Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make an easy weeknight apple pie. Let's get started. So the secret to my easy weeknight apple pie is that I don't make a crust. It's just that much easier and faster, and my family actually just really prefers it anyways, more like a cobbler with ice cream. So the first thing you need to do is get a bunch of butter cut up for the crumble topping. And you want to make sure your butter is frozen or super, super cold when you do this. I will link the full written recipe down below in the description box with the quantities that I used today. But what we are going to do is make this topping and then stick it in the freezer while we move on to the next step. Next, we are going to add sugar and flour. And I also add in a little bit of quick oats, which I kind of crumble in with my hands, as you can see. This topping is so easy, but it's so, so good. I'm just giving it a really good mix with my hands to get everything well combined and kind of try to get the pieces of butter coated with the flour and sugar mixture. And after I get this all combined, I am simply going to cover this and get it into the freezer. The next thing I do is get out a baking sheet and line it with a piece of parchment paper and get my pie pan ready. Now it is time to get the apples cored and peeled and sliced, and that is why I love this gadget. You all know I don't like a lot of gadgets, but there are a few that are just essential in my kitchen, and this is one of them. I love that, like I said, it peels, cores, and slices the apple, and it just makes this recipe that much easier and faster. I also like using this tool because it gets the apples sliced up very uniformly, and I like that for baking purposes. That way everything cooks nice and evenly. Here is a close-up of the peeler in action, and I just find it so satisfying to watch, so I thought I would show you guys close up. So after I get all of these apples processed, not all of them, as you can see, I only use 6 of the apples, and they were kind of on the average to small size, just for reference. But after I get them all done, I'm going to go in and slice them and start separating the pieces. I really try to get all of the pieces separated individually. And then as I do this, I'm going to put them into a really large mixing bowl where I will then combine the next set of ingredients, which will be sugar, cinnamon, and I do go in with a little bit there of brown sugar, just about a tablespoon. And then you want to get this really nicely combined, but I try to toss it kind of gently so I don't break up the apple pieces, but just get this really well combined to, again, try to make sure each of the individual apple pieces are coated. And then simply get this poured into your baking pan or your pie pan. You can use a square pan. Sometimes I use an 8x8 or a 9x9. Today I'm using a pie pan. But get all the apples in there, and I kind of use my little spatula here to try to even them out. And then you go in with your topping. Super simple, super easy. And I try to go in and fill in all of the spaces and gaps with the flour sugar mixture. And I try to leave the bigger chunks of butter for the very top of the pie pan. And you will see here when I get this all done that is hopefully what I achieved. And then lastly, I bake this at 375 for initially 50 minutes, and then I go in and take a look, and I usually need to add a little bit more time. In this case, I added on 8 more minutes, so today I baked for a total of 58 minutes. Look at this bubbling pan of deliciousness. I wish you guys could smell it. Oh my gosh. We are going to have to give this a little taste test with some ice cream, but we need to let this cool down a little bit first, obviously. Let's give this a try. I'm getting the perfect bite. Here we go. Wow. That is out of this world. Not that I didn't think it would be, because I've made this so many times before, but oh man, is that good. I didn't mention it, but I won the blue ribbon for the apple pie at the Michigan State Fair. And this is that recipe. Of course, I didn't do the crust today, but the filling is. So it is a winner. I do know that. And my dad gave me this recipe. I think it came from his mom, from my grandma. So yeah, I didn't make the crust today just because my family really likes the cobbler style with ice cream. But if you do want the Michigan State Fair blue ribbon crust recipe, comment down below and I can put it in the description box. For now, I will just put the recipe as I did it today. But I just want to say thanks for joining me in the kitchen today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I can pop another video right here for you to check out between now and my next upload. Please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up. I upload every other day and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye, friend.